Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of 60 Formula. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. You know what that means, right? It's Camel Day, baby. Time to celebrate you made it halfway through the week. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about Siberian Huskies and food aggression. I get a lot of people who ask me on the channel, hey, my Siberian Husky has a problem whenever I get near his food, or my Siberian Husky growls all the time whenever I try to put her bowl down or like take her bowl away. What do you do to curb that aggression that Huskies might have whenever you get near something that they think is valuable? Look at Britney Spears right here. He's like, I don't ever do anything aggressive. I'm a good boy. Whether you're getting yourself a rescue Husky or you're getting yourself a brand new Husky puppy, food aggression is something that you might find yourself facing. So what do you do? Like, what does it mean if your Husky's growling at you whenever you're trying to feed them or they're eating their food? Like, what are the signs? What are they trying to tell you? First off, we want to let you guys know that food aggression does not mean a Siberian Husky is bad or mean in any way. Food aggression basically stems from a defensive mechanism when it comes to competing with litter mates. See, Huskies are born with tons of brothers and sisters, and they kind of have to compete with their siblings to get the food necessary for growing up. So don't automatically think that you have a bad dog or that your dog is overly aggressive or anything like that. Chances are there's absolutely nothing wrong with your Siberian Husky, except they just aren't comfortable with you or other animals around them and the things that they highly covet. So now that we understand all of that good stuff, let's get into the episode. Let's discuss food aggression and Siberian Huskies. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Yeah, I'm talking about the episode. You ready to start it off, homie Joe? All right, let's do it. Watch out for the nose. Okay, here we go. Siberian Huskies. They're a cute dog, right? They got pretty eyes, they got fluffy coats, they got nice little smiles. But it's true, whenever they're confronted with somebody who wants to take away something that they really love, they can have a little bit of aggression. They might be like, hey dude, I'm trying to act defensive because this thing that I'm holding, this thing that I'm eating, I really like it. Now, most people don't know because, you know, dog training is not an easy thing to do, especially when it comes to stubborn Husqvarnas. But you can totally get rid of food aggression no matter the age of your Siberian Husky or your dog. It really doesn't matter. However, having a Husky puppy does expedite the process a little bit. Anytime you have a puppy, no matter the dog, it's much easier to imprint information on their personality and the way that they behave. When a dog gets older, it's a little bit more difficult, but guess what, bro? It ain't impossible. Ooh, here we go. Here's a good representation of two Huskies not wanting to share something. What are you doing? You're on your brother's toy. She's like, I'm going to sit on it. That's how I'm going to get it back. Just put my booty on top of it. You're so rotten. So there's a couple steps that you can take, and it's going to take time. You're going to have to practice this literally every single day with your dog. So make it a routine. Put it on your schedule. If you have a daily agenda, go ahead and fit it in there somewhere, because repetition and schedule is the best way to teach not only any dog, but any Siberian Husky as well. Huskies thrive on schedules, so they become your best friend whenever you're training them. The toy, it's dangling. Britney Spears is like, absolutely not. This is my toy. I want it square and fair. So food aggression really starts whenever your dog gets something that they really love, like maybe it could be a toy. It doesn't necessarily need to be food. Now, most of the time it is food, because food is one of the hardest assets for dogs to get in the wild, so they tend to be particularly protective of it. Oh, you can get stolen. So before I show you these steps to how to get rid of this kind of behavior, the first thing you never want to do is this. You never want to reach out. You do not reach out and grab for whatever they have in their mouth. This is a threatening move to them. They think that you are trying to basically steal away whatever it is that they have. We don't want to do this. Also, you don't want to hit or scold your dog for getting mad. So if you go and do this, and they go, "Arr!" and then you get upset and you go, bam, you like hit them on the head, that is going to teach your Husky not to trust you, not to respect you. And when you do things like that, trust me, it will damage your relationship in the long run, and they will be very unwilling to listen when they grow up. Siberian Huskies have to respect you if they're going to listen to your commands and your lead. Are you guys ready to get into the first step? Are you guys ready to show them the first step? Let's go show them the first step. All right, we poured a tiny little snack for each of the Huskies. They got a little bowl here, a little bowl there. Hila's like, I've never been more excited for anything in my life. So most people, whenever they're done pouring the kibble, they just, take the bowl and they go, all right, dog, here you go. And they put it on the floor. Don't start out like that. If your dog is already used to it, it's okay. Just switch it up. We're gonna make our dogs do at least one trick before they get their food. This does a couple things. It teaches them patience, and it also teaches them that they're not allowed to just get whatever they want at any time, and you are the master of the food. Oh yeah, daddy-o. So let's go ahead and let's take it. Good boy, good girl. I want you to sit. Sit. Look at Hila being all cheeky. There you go, girl. That's a good girl. All right, we're gonna put one for Hila, one for Britney Spears. Now, what you want to do here is you want to separate the bowls at a pretty good distance. You don't want the bowls sitting right next to each other. Dogs will get in a fight if they're next to each other's resources, so make sure you put 5 feet between their bowls, something like that, so they know that each bowl is for them. So we're gonna have us focus. Britney Spears, focus. That's a good boy. You ready? Go ahead. Now that's the first tip. The second tip is you're gonna go up to your dog, and this is way, way, way better done with a puppy than with an adult dog. So if you have a rescue, do it with caution. But if you have a puppy, go ahead, go up to them and pet them on the head. Just pet them right here while they eat their food. This is gonna let them know that you're allowed to touch them while they're eating, and you're not a threat. You're not looking to steal that food or do anything. And you don't have to pet them the entire time they're eating either. You just have to go up to them and pet them a little bit during the course of their meal. Good dog, good doggeroni. Now you can see right here, both of my pups, they didn't growl at all. It's because I practice petting them whenever they eat on a regular basis. But if you go up to your Huskaroni pizza and you start petting them while they're eating and they're growling, that's completely okay and completely normal. Continue petting them. Continue letting them know that you are not a threat to whatever it is they're doing with their food. So just, every once in a while, give them a few pats on the back. Be like, hey, good job. Now we're gonna pour one more little snack here, because I want to teach you guys how to take this step by step in a positive direction so you can finally weed out that aggressive behavior. So look, they're both ready. They're like, yeah, I'm ready for helping number 2. I'm ready for helping number 2. All right, I'm gonna take Britney Spears' bowl, put it right here. And I'm gonna take Hila's bowl. Nope, sit. Good girl. If they do get up from their sit position while you're putting the bowl down, you just lift that bowl right back up and you say, oh no. So we're gonna put this right by Hila right here. All right, now you see both the Huskies standing next to their bowls. And now we're gonna go ahead and show you the third thing that you should be doing to get rid of that behavior. Go ahead. So what you wanna do is you wanna come up to your Husky. Now let's say you've practiced petting them on a very regular basis and they're not really growling anymore. What you wanna do is you wanna take that pet from the neck a little bit closer to the face. The closer you are to the mouth, the more uncomfortable your Husky is, and the more you're telling them, hey, I'm not here for your food, I'm just here to pet you while you're eating. So the closer you get to the mouth, okay, the more uncomfortable it makes them, but you wanna ease your way into that. Don't start going right for the mouth. Start petting up here, and if your dog's comfortable with that, then you can pet right by the neck. And if your dog is completely cool with all that, if they're not growling or giving you teeth while you're petting them, then you are well on your way to teaching your dog how to cut out that aggressive behavior whenever they're munching down on their good old food. And this is super duper safe, especially if you got kids at home, because we know kids like to take their little fingers and be like, Husky, Mr. Husky, can I touch you, Mr. Husky? Can I put my hands all over you while you're eating? What most dog trainers call this is desensitizing your dog. You're basically just letting them know, hey, I can touch you anywhere, I can put my fingers on you, whatever I need to do, whenever you're eating out of the bowl. And when you practice that over long periods of time, what this does is it just makes your dog comfortable. It lets them know that, hey, I don't have to worry about someone stealing my food. This is not a competition anymore, and I don't consider that human a competitor. So they feel comfortable with you petting them. And that is how you get rid of food aggression in Siberian Huskies. Just remember, don't think that Huskies are a bad dog if they immediately show food aggression. It's in their blood, in their DNA, to protect what is theirs and make sure that they are the strongest in the pack. What are you doing, boy? You still munching? You still crunching? So just remember to practice petting your dog whenever they're eating, every single night or every single morning. When you give them food, go ahead, just pet them while they eat. It doesn't need to be aggressive petting. It doesn't need to be crazy. And as you're petting them and as they're becoming more comfortable, you're going to move the pets down closer to the mouth. You don't need to touch their mouth when they're eating. That's not necessary. If you guys had fun on today's episode, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you guys have any other tactics to get rid of food aggression in Siberian Huskies, make sure to let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more Huskaroni Pizza episodes or any cameos from Ruby Tuesdays over here. And we'll see you next time with another episode of guess what? Whatever we make. Peace! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo.